February. So he will explain to you how the monitoring should be done. But in the meantime, monitoring marine coordinators should start contacting with governmental authorities and how it should they should work out the monitoring system and the reporting templates. So what I'm worried about is the justification of the timesheets that we are making at the moment. I don't want them to question our timing on our timesheets for marine coordinate for project coordinators. It is easier. I mean, we are running the project. Marine coordinators and the EEP coordinators, they should justify their times in the timesheets. That I'm quite worried about that because we haven't made any contacts with the target groups at the moment. So we should just tell them that we are contacting the national authorities, local authorities, working out the legislation, directives, and developing campaigns, and so on. So you have to upload some kind of workload in front of them that should justify the timesheet.
Yes.
And that should be reflected in the report, the progress report.
Yes. So please, you can write there that we contacted the relevant authorities. Yeah, like education.
You should. I'm expecting.
We will do. We will do.
Put it in the report. So that deadline is the 12th of December. We have about 12 days to finalize the progress. Yeah.
So we will need a couple of days just to provide feedback. We wanted to talk first before writing down.
Yes.
So Ali, what I am asking for, so we are of course informally in contact with relevant. Of course, you have to understand it's not clear. There is, I don't know how is in Turkey or Bulgaria or Ukraine, but it's not clear in Georgia who is really dealing with marine litter, yeah, or beach litter. Therefore, we have to figure this out. So, and I hope our coordinators, the project officers will understand that this takes time because we have to contact each authority, find out the proper people, not to raise some expectations. When they hear the project, they immediately see money and we have to explain this is not. So it's kind of a very slow and diligent process. And we have to identify right people who will be together with the project all the time and who would be useful. So therefore, we are now just talking, yeah, with different people, not really writing the letters to them. But at some point, we have to formally invite them. Like Ministry of Education, we have to send the letter and we will do this. If you will allow us to do this, we will already do this. So like we will explain very briefly. We will explain that we need this kind of committee external to the project, emphasizing the marine litter component, but the rest of the project also, because they will be seeing all the project. Therefore, maybe it will become the marine consultation, but committee or whatever, but it will be the external stakeholder forum for project. So therefore, we would like to have at some point, the earlier the better, once we will define these people, let's say in Georgia, to have some formal, for let's say, some memorandum with them, so that they have in writing.
Exactly. As long as you prove that you contacted, you have met with these people. As you know, I mean, it's the European Union project. You got to produce the documents in front of them saying that, okay, that shows we have done these things. Otherwise, they wouldn't be.
Yeah. So my question is, do you have some sample one-page document which is explaining the project function of this external advisory or consultative committee to our project, so that people can jointly sign, whoever are members of the invited members?
Actually, here in Turkey, apart from ecosystem, the education consultancy committee for the marine environment, you've got to contact the institutions one by one, develop a monitoring program. Professor Teja has sent some documents to marine environmental coordinators, probably Tamara. I think Tamara is the marine environmental coordinator, yeah, in Georgia.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And
Ali,
Funny is the marine environmental coordinator in Bulgaria. Professor Teja has shared some documents with them about the monitoring system, what they should do in terms of monitoring of marine littering in all your regions. I think you will have to define an area, a beach, for the monitoring
yes.
from about 100 square meter area. You will have to monitor 4 times a year in every 3 months. He shared,
First server must be done end of January.
yes. If you check his emails carefully, then I think he will direct you what you should do. You will have to designate a small area in a beach,
Yeah.
and every 4 months you will have to go there and monitor how much litter is there, how, the weight, and I don't know the system. Of course, he will tell you the details.
I will share information with you about how to do survey for monitoring marine litter. I will share with you questionnaire format.
Okay, so that's
Go
one
on, Ali.
that's one
So,
thing.
so Ali, we guess that we will get some methodology for measurements. Yeah.
Yes, from Professor Tejer, he will send you some methodology and the reporting sheets and everything. So that should direct you in the correct direction, I think.
So
Uh,
Ali, there was a mistake in Tamo's email. I sent you correction. Please distribute it so that Tamo
I
receives.
did not get any mail, sorry.
oh, I see. So
It's not with the underline, it's with dot, yeah? TS Tamo and Gmail. So
okay.
please correct. I send you
I
a
can
Discord.
Yes, Sonia. Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Hello. I
Yes.
would like just to ask whether someone is taking notes of this
Yes.
meeting
Yeah.
in order to disseminate after that, because the connection is not very good all the time.
Yes.
So we cannot hear very
Duygu
well.
Hanım here is taking notes behind me.
Okay.
Kadrian is our financial director.
This is my first question, and the second question is about the Education Consultancy Committee.
Yes.
In the application form, it's written that there will be minimum 8 people from academia and 7 people from local authorities.
Yes.
If we take into consideration academia, does it mean that this should be only from universities? So this could be teachers and people from secondary and primary schools.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, the reason I wrote it like that is that I took the example of Turmepa in our previous project.
Yes.
They had invited academics from all over Turkey, actually, not from Tekirdağ only. There were academics from Ankara as well. They were coming and joining the committee. Yeah, it can be academics from university or some teachers from schools as well. As long as you can justify the benefit they are going to input in the committee, that should be fine. Yes, it's not.
Yes, for us, it's important to have people from secondary and primary schools, because the educational that is going to be developed will be targeted towards these teachers are more familiar with the environmental educational system.
Okay.
And that's why we would like to have representatives of these schools.
I see. No problem. No problem. I mean, and the number given there for the education committee was decisive. You can go above that number as well. That's a minimal thing, and you
Yes.
can change the composition as well.
Yes.
And the members are not permanent. You can have changes as well from people
Yes.
different aspects. So it's quite flexible. It's quite
Okay.
flexible. As long as,
And one more.
we've got to produce the content, because once we sign the contract with the contractor for production of the education set, we will have 6 more months for him to produce the education portal, video film infrastructure, and the computer game infrastructure. Then they will come back to us and asking for the content. We cannot delay them on this ground. So we've got to produce the content quite quickly. So that's the most pressurizing thing at the moment.
And one more question
so
about this consultancy committee. The deliverable delivery date is the 7th month of the project.
Yes.
Does
yes.
it mean that the education consultancy committee has to be set up until February?
Yes, yes. I mean, the consultancy committee should be always operational. Even though you produce the content, you may update the content in the progress. You can keep them functional, or you can abort them after February or March. I don't know. It's up to you. But the
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. February is
So
quite.
Ali, I have just the question. So, sorry, I have to read in the document, but how? I mean, I would split the two kinds of committees we have. Yeah, one is internal project management related things. Yeah.
Yes,
Another
that's project coordination unit. Steering committee of the project consisted of Mr. Lefterov there, Georg